Hi there, I'm Jean Haines and I'm here at Jackson's Art Supplies to tell you about my personalised brush range. I absolutely adore working with these brushes. This is my size 12. It's a beautiful brush. I use this for working on larger pieces of paper, and it has been especially designed for me. I studied using brushes when I started painting in China, so I studied Chinese brushwork. This particular brush has an extra long point. That's deliberate. You can use this brush in so many ways. You can paint with it using the tip. The more you change the angle, the wider the brush strokes are going to be. Of course, you can lay it flat and move it away from you or towards you. Do look how beautiful that point is though. That is the most amazing point for a watercolour brush. The barrel is very full. That's because I use a lot of water when I'm painting. And so it loads very, very well. It releases very well depending on the pressure you use when you're touching paper. It's nice and light and easy to handle as well. This is a very good quality brush. It's the top of the range. I'd like to show you how I use it as well. If you're working on a large piece of paper, then you need to move to a larger brush. Small brushes for small paper, large brushes for larger subjects and larger pieces. This is a Flamingo, and I painted this in my recent book, Jean Haines' World of Watercolour, where it shows you a demonstration and a step-by-step on how to paint the Flamingo in 2 different ways. But for this, I just want to show you how easy this brush is to use. It is so soft that I can actually just move it and glide with the brush over the paper. My touch is very, very gentle, but it's one easy stroke, one brush stroke. Do practice using your brushes different ways, different angles. Just drop a bit of orange into that. I can load colour onto my brush and drop it quite easily into the wet areas. Just repeat that on the wing. Just some really nice soft brushwork. And because it's sable, it will move beautifully. It will curve. Again, I'm keeping the brush very light on my brush strokes. The touch, the pressure is very light. I'll just add a little bit more orange. You can see how much water this holds, because if I release it, it will just push the pigment. And I'm looking for all these wonderful patterns each time I work. I can also, drop some colour in too, because the brush moves at the end, so that's absolutely fine. I'm going to soften that just a little bit. I actually like these colour runs. I tend to encourage them. But you can just move that brush very softly. It is a beautiful brush to own and to work with. I'll just add a little bit of colour here and then I'll stop. See that lovely curved brush stroke? That's because the length of the barrel is so long, I can make these beautiful sweeping strokes with it. And again, we'll just soften that and bring it into the beak. Something else I like doing is painting with water. Look at this lovely brush stroke. That's going to form the beak. And if I touch with just the point of the brush, that colour will run down and form the beak. Rather a neat way to create a painting. And then I can use the side of the brush and curve that into the beak itself and let that dry. That will give the beak a nice glow. So different ways of using your size 10, your size 12 brush. This is a fantastic brush to use. It really is top quality. The sable moves so beautifully and I absolutely love working with it, and I hope you do too.